welcome to Hatty Waiver Guru. Kind of sad because this is the last bye week blues video, but kind of happy because it's the last bye week because bye weeks get on my nerves. I'm not going to lie to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 20 picks, which is a lot of picks. I'm going to give you 5 quarterbacks. I'm going to give you 5 running backs. I'm going to give you 5 wide receivers and 5 tight ends. And we're going to go through it in probably 4 minutes or less. So here we go. Let's start with the QBs. Again, these are not QB1s, so you're not going to hear me tell you to start like Peyton Manning or somebody. So just forget about that. These are QB2s, and some of these guys are sitting on your waiver wire, and you can just pick them up and start them. First quarterback is Brett Farve. I'm going to tell you right now he's going to have a top 5 performance this week. It's time to go. I think Brett Farve, you've seen him throw 6 touchdowns in a game. I'm not telling you he's going to throw 6 touchdowns this week, but I am telling you he's going to have a top 5 performance. Next is Chad Pennington. I think he's going to have a great game this week. I would go ahead and start him. I like Matt Ryan. Guy is showing me some consistency, throwing for over 200 yards a week and a couple touchdowns. You can look for him to repeat that performance this week. David Garrard out of Jacksonville, looking for a big week from him this week. I'm hoping Mike Walker gets in there, and I want to see some connections there. And then finally is Marc Bulger. I'd go ahead and give him a start as well. So those are your 5 quarterbacks. Moving on to running backs. I'm hot on this guy. I like this guy. I'm going to start him myself. I'm starting him over a lot of people. It's Tim Hightower. Love this kid. Put him in. He's going to run all day on San Francisco. Okay, next I like LenDale White. I think he's going to steal a couple touchdowns from Chris Johnson this week. Next is Ryan Torain. Okay, finally, we're about to see this kid in action. Ryan out of the Broncos. I've been telling you, this guy, hopefully you stashed him on your bench when I recommended him, but let's put him in the game this week. Okay, next is Kevin Smith out of Detroit. And then finally is Ray Rice, which would also be another Hatty Waiver Wire pick. So go ahead and start Ray Rice if you got him. Next 5, going into wide receiver, I like Eddie Royal. Go ahead and get him in. I hope you watched the video before the game. So Eddie Royal. Next is Matt Jones. Use him while you can. Matt Jones is going to get targeted by Garrard. I just think Jacksonville's due for a great week this week. Next, I like Kevin Curtis. You're seeing him get a ton of targets from Donovan McNabb. It's just Kevin needs to go ahead and get the grabs and go. Next is Greg Camarillo. Loving the consistency from this guy, and I think you can start him in a pinch if you got someone on a bye week. Next is Koren Robinson. Kind of gambling on this, but I loved the 100 yards and a touchdown last week. Setting a record for the Seahawks with the longest TD catch in history for the Seahawks. I'd give him another shot if you got an injury or a bye week this week. Finally, let's go to tight ends. I'm going to go right through these. Going with Greg Olson. I think Rex Grossman has a little bit of relationship there, so I would start Greg Olson this week. Next is Donald Lee from Green Bay. Expecting Aaron Rodgers to hook up with him. Macedes Lewis. Again, you can tell I'm hot on Jacksonville this week. Next is Robert Royal, a waiver wire pick. I like the consistency, and another waiver wire pick in Kevin Boss. I think Eli hits him for another touchdown this week. So there you go. Let's do a run through and then we'll be done. Okay, here we go. Run through 5 quarterbacks: Brett Farve, Chad Pennington, Matt Ryan, David Garrard, and Marc Bulger. 5 running backs: Tim Hightower, LenDale White, Ryan Torain, Kevin Smith, Ray Rice. And then we're going into 5 wide receivers: Eddie Royal, Matt Jones, Kevin Curtis, Greg Camarillo, and Koren Robinson. And finally at tight end, Greg Olson, Donald Lee, Macedes Lewis, Robert Royal, and Kevin Boss. Okay, bye week blues, that's it. Okay, that's 20 picks. If you need some extra advice, of course, email me, hattywaiverwireguru at hattywaiverwireguru.com. And please check out my website. I'm telling you, you are missing out if you're not. If you like the videos, you're going to like the website just as much. I got a ton of stuff there for you. Good luck this week. Kick butt. And what I'm going to start bringing to you next week are making the run to the playoffs videos. So every week you're going to get playoffs videos. Going to be more picks, trade targets, things that I know you're going to like and appreciate to help you get in the playoffs, because if you're a Hatty Waiver Wire guru, then you are playoff bound and championship bound. And keep me up to date. If you want to shoot me an email, that'd be great. But other than that, guys, good luck, kick butt, throw up the W's.